Again to Beyond the Gate,
Woo.
which
Oh yeah, the daytime soap. So Procter and Gamble. So soaps are made from for like, women that stay at home and like I'm breaking down the history behind it, what it was actually made for. Um, like a demographic for older women that stay at home while the kids is at school and the husband's at work. It comes on at lunchtime, so kids are not even home to watch it. So that's why they call it stories. That's why they call it stories because of the drama, the relationships, the hardships, the breakups, the resurrected from the dead, the ghosts that come back to haunt you, or the ghosts that come back just to love on you again. It's crazy. Yeah, and then now we're having a crossover episode with Young and the Restless and those Bold and the Beautiful, the General Hospitals, and then to now have Beyond the Gates, the first ever, well, not first, but in 25 years, the first ever being brought back as a Black cultural um, dynamics of just and many other cultures as well, the diversity. Uh, it it's groundbreaking, as they always say, and it definitely is a saying, and it definitely is a statement. And to now be in the third season and to get renewed for fourth and fifth, I mean, yeah, we're trying to go for 100, like Bold and Beautiful, Young and the Restless. So I'm just happy to be on this train with them and to keep going and keep the ground running because it's we're working very hard. The cast, the crew, everyone. I mean, we're just showing up each and every day and just enjoying the ride. It's not like you're showing up to work. It's like you're showing up to create something, in which we are. But sometimes you can feel like, oh, there's just pressure, but there's no pressure to when you're creating with great people and great spirits each and every day.
I definitely would like for you to talk about the progress of Beyond the Gates and
Mhm.
also your break it down your character.
Yeah. So being on the Gates, I got on the show when I was 19. I booked it when I was 19. We use correcting acting terms. I booked the show when I was 19 in college. Still in college right now as we speak, but going in 6 months to being on college campus to now being in a show where I had to end up moving to Atlanta and to now be shooting with the amazing cast and crew. Um, it changed my life. It changed the way I thought about things and the way like how manifestation, believing in just yourself and believing what you're doing and what you're working hard for will come to truth. Um, yeah, and to answer your question, truly, it's it's an amazing experience and a blessing, and then to be playing in the role of Tyrell Richardson Smith, um, it's it's certain pressure because I am representing the young black men, and I'm also representing a certain community that deserves good representation, and you want to represent it right because everything that we're doing is history, and having two dads in the show, it's amazing as well because we've never seen something like this, and it's just history. And each and every day, I'm learning something new about the character. I'm learning about what it means to be adopted, what it means to have a mind of Tyrell to be able to be involved in school and be involved in mathematics and wanting to just learn each and every day and being an older sibling, something I can definitely relate to. I have my own siblings of my own, and to see them on TV and to see how he handles with Samantha and how he loves her so much and their dynamic. And we all know siblings. We all know we don't like to get along with each other. We just want to play games and go about our ways. But that love and the family is amazing, and to be involved with the Duprees and to coming from where he came from as far as being adopted and not being treated well by the surrounding to now being in new surrounding, which is in the Gates, Fairmont Crest, and to now having a love life with Jessica, and then to having, all these different things that he's dealing with. And it's just, it's real life. This is real life. This is somebody's life. And I'll take that very serious each and every day, I must say.
What is your favorite character moment from the show?
Ah, favorite character moments. Oh, I would definitely say the cotillion. That was definitely a awakening for Tyrell. If people haven't watched it, he became a man. So he definitely, he he was awoken. Yeah, he finally became a man. He finally understood what it means to have share your feelings with somebody and be able to have love and to cherish that with someone. Um, and yeah, I can't really explain too much about it, what happens next, but you guys keep tuning into what happens next and see if they, end up together or if they go about their ways and he goes to college and she goes to college and who knows if they're gonna end up together. Maybe you do.
Let's get into Divorce Sisters,
Divorce
season
sisters,
one
yeah.
at last. So,
Whew.
where is the progress in life forward? And lay down your
uh,
paddle.
uh, so he's a spoiled pastor's kid, pre-K, PK. Why am I saying pre-K? PK kid, pastor kid. He's a spoiled PK kid. He he thinks he can do whatever he wants, overrule the household and go out and do whatever he wants as far as like hanging out with who he wants to hang out with, which ends up causing him to be overdosed. And I took it very serious because I know we have people that has been lost by drugs and laced drugs specifically, drinking and the drinking, driving, the peer pressures that come with that. Um, and what's involved is the peer pressure. And I understand what that role was when I was going into it, and when they said that he was going to be laced and they're going to give him fentanyl and all these different things. It was very scary. It was a very much of an emotional scene, and I'm glad I was able to bring that to life with the people that I was with, like Latoya Luckett, Devin Franklin, and Tyler Perry. I mean, it was just heartfelt, and we had our moments on set where it was just funny because I didn't know what I was doing because I'd never seen these type of things just brought to my attention where lace drugs, fentanyl, this is new. And I was ready to accept that challenge and step up to the challenge and to really dive deep into my acting bag and unleash my chops of what it means to really be under the influence. And I feel like those roles are a lot harder. Because you have to think about, okay, I'm drunk. Okay, I'm drunk. Like how do I act drunk? Some people just get drunk, and I understand other people have different methods, but my method was just to go off of just my instincts and to think about it, ask questions, ask what it means to be drunk. Um, and what type of drunk is he? Is he angry drunk? Or is he what type of high? Now, he wasn't drunk, he was high, but what type of high was he? Um, and all these different things started coming to my mind of, okay, and that's what helped me dive into it. And the process was quick. It wasn't like it didn't take weeks or hours to do. It was just more of a, okay, he's this, I'm gonna do it. And Tyler Perry and the rest of the cast and crew, they were just amazing. We got through it.
That is awesome. You got a chance to work with Tyler Perry, Latoya Luckett, Devon Faking, and your own sister. What her name? I forgot.
Taylor Farrar. Oh, that's my girl. She's
Yes.
amazing.
Let's
That's
talk
my
about that a little
best
bit.
friend. Uh-huh. Yeah, she's my best friend, Taylor Farrar. Shout out to you. She's amazing. Best scene partner, one of the best. Definitely hands down. She killed every single scene she was in. And yeah, we actually, the funny thing is, we wore the same shirt in our audition. And when we got on set, we were like, "What did you wear for your audition? What was your colors?" And then it was like this beige brown shirt or something like that. Like it was insane. Like how the casting was just super perfect, and they thought we were literally twins on set, and we were like, no, we are siblings though. And it was just funny. It was such a funny thing to see our dynamic. And I know people were getting on our butts about it because yeah, we were just chaotic. And yeah, I think Laz deserves a little a whooping a little bit. I think he deserves a little something, tame him a little bit, but it's part of life. It's part of that young life. I mean, we can't change it, but we can move forward.
What is your favorite character moment from
Divorce
the
sisters.
show? Yes.
Phew. Uh, okay, so I have a favorite moment, and then I have an inspiring moment and a motivation moment. I'm gonna say my favorite moment would definitely have to be when Laz had the confrontation with his sister about having her threesome. Um, and they were in the kitchen, and I kept saying what to my mother, and she was like, "You gonna stop saying what to me right now?" That was funny. That was a comedic in my head after the scene. I was just like, "This is such a mom and younger children type thing." And then uh, my that was funny. But then my inspiring and motivational moment was when Devin and Laz when Pastor Jefferson and Laz were in the car, and he was breaking down to Laz about his trauma and what he had faced at his young age, and then to see Laz wanting to pick up on his trauma, and he wanted to prevent that as well. But it was just a huge moment, and I believe that there's so much depth in that scene to where a lot of people could pull away from that scene, and especially younger men not having an older male in the household, or father of some sort, or not being able to guide them into positive lifestyles. And I understand some people learn their lessons, and like I said before, life takes its course, but we all there to help each other. And I believe brotherhood, manhood, where we should be able to motivate and support. And yeah, I needed that seed for myself as well, to be able to be like, oh, okay, I can take this back and really um, reflect, and then to give out to others and really help them understand what it means to be young, black, and having a choice and having options to do better.
What are the similar and different between the role you had did so far?
There was kind of nothing like too similar. I've never been under the influence, and I know some people that have, so I was able to really dive into that similarities of what I've seen, what I've been around. Um, but Tyrell is probably the one that's closest to me, because I was a geek in high school, as they would call a geek, but somebody that really took care of their grades and really cared about what they wanted in life and where they wanted to go. Um, and yeah, I could definitely relate to relationship stuff, relate to sibling stuff. So Tyrell is definitely somebody that sticks with me, um, for sure.